We are so back, and I'm just reading some DMs I'm getting. Interesting, really. I feel like men are such interesting creatures that they're actually really funny if you think about it. If you don't take them seriously, they're actually super funny. But yeah, of course, hold your boundaries still. But yeah, what? I just got called aggressive because I said that I'm only free on Sundays before 7 p.m. How is that aggressive? I find that efficient. I call that efficiency because I have a morning client the next day. Anyway, I am not gonna over explain myself because that's just how my calendar looks. And, if you wanna come hang out, talk business, get to know me, whatever it might be, this is my schedule. Anyway, so today I have some in to share with you guys, and it is definitely not about men. We have covered that in my first YouTube video. Oh my god, if you guys have not seen it, I'm actually going, every time I watch it, I'm like, yep, that is the first step. But anyway, we are back here again, and today we're gonna talk about how we can pour into other people while making sure that we have enough in our own cup. Because you can't pour from an empty cup. You always have to, make sure that you're filled yourself, and then you can pour into others. Also, I'm really sorry that I'm looking at the other side of the camera. I'm just is so how do you pour into others while making sure that you have enough to pour into yourself and then pour into others? So I believe that we have to always support the people that supports us. We have to give back to the people that give to us because, it is not a one-way thing. It's how society, it's how a village help each other. It goes round and round. Also, that's how the universe works. Whatever you put out there will always come back to you. So always do good. Be authentic and be genuine about whatever that you're doing, because it might just come back to you just like that, okay? So anyway, when I say pour into people that pour into you, I need you to understand that before you even pour anything into anyone, you have enough for yourself. You are coming from a cup that is filled. A lot of times when people pour into others and their cup is not even filled yet, they literally are pouring from nothing but friction. It will cause resentment, and eventually you'll just be burnt out. You'll just feel drained. You yourself will feel drained. And the other party that you're pouring into, they will feel it, because energy transfers. It rubs off like a motherfucker. Mind my language, pardon my language. But so how do you make sure that you're not pouring from an empty cup? Number one, honestly, I feel like people just miss this out because it's like so easy to digest that we tend to not even think about it. Sleep. How is your sleep? Are you well rested? Because if you're coming from a place of dysregulation with how rested you are, trust me, don't even try to pour into anything. Don't even try to help someone or give your opinion or advice to someone in a very serious situation, because you're not gonna be able to even think properly or even give your best or show up as your best version. Sleep is important, and I feel like personally for me, even I struggled with this back then, because I would be working 12 hours a day and then I will only have like 4 hours of sleep, and then the cycle continues. I have 12 hours at work and then I only have like 3 to 5 hours of sleep. And it just gets worse as the day goes by because I'm just so exhausted, and I hate not being able to show up as my best version for my clients, because they deserve the best. They deserve to, my 7 p.m. client deserve to have that version of me that my 7 a.m. first client gets. It's not fair to them that they're getting this cheerful, less innovative Aisha that my 7 a.m. is getting, because I'm fresh out of bed at 7 a.m. and I'm just like high of energy. I'm ready to go. But then when it comes, as the day goes by and my last client is at 7 p.m., and they're just getting this like, okay, next set, let's go. It's not fair. And I know before you guys even say anything about, oh, but Aisha, you're just human, like, you know, like your clients would understand. I know they understand, and honestly they are the best human beings that I've ever crossed paths with, and honestly I'm so grateful for them. But if you think about it in a form of energy, we are more than just human. We are always flowing with energy. We are ethereal beings that transfer our energy. Whatever energy you're in, trust me, that stranger that is looking at you from the opposite side of the train, they know, they can feel it. So be mindful of like how you show up, especially in spaces that requires you to show up as your best version of yourself. Now that's one. Sleep is important. Please go and get your 8 to 9 hours of sleep. I know for women, I always advise my female clients to at least have 8 and 9. 9 the best, okay? Because we function very differently from men. We need that extra 1 hour of sleep to just like really, you know, be as productive as we can the next day. So once you have checked out your sleep, okay, once you have gotten your sleep in order, next, nutrition. I'm gonna be a little bit of Coach Aisha for this one, because nutrition is something that I feel like it's a little tricky for us, for especially for like regular people. I'm just saying regular people, okay? Not knowing where to start with nutrition, because we are so new. We have been programmed to eat whatever the fuck we want. Okay, we have been told that it's okay to have a little dessert. It's okay to have a little bit of sugar, a little bit of salt here and there. Of course it is okay. I'm not saying you should go on a strict freaking diet of like no sugar, no nuggets. Just cut down on the processed food. You can have a little bit of sugar. A little bit of sugar, that's fine. I'm saying a little bit of sugar is fine. I just know, I can feel the backlash coming already. You're a trainer. You shouldn't be telling your people or your clients to have a little bit of sugar. I'm saying it's sustainable if you're trying to start somewhere. I'm not going to tell you go on a strict ass diet. No sugar, no fat. Technically, you still need some fat in your diet. Yeah, I'm not going to say cut off entirely of whatever the fuck you like, but I'm just saying cut down. Okay, reduce the amount of processed food that you're having, the sugar that you're having, and try to be more intentional with your meals. If you're gonna go for lunch, and the easiest to get is fast food. I love good McDonald's. I love a good McSpicy. Honestly, I haven't had it for a while. Don't even want to go there, because yeah, I'm trying to be more intentional, and so should you. So be a bit more intentional. If you have mixed rice, like a hawker mixed rice stall nearby you, but also McDonald's is really pretty nearby, it's everywhere, try to choose the other one, because you know, you want to function better. You want to be able to, you know, feel good after you eat something and not feel bloated. Or I don't know if you guys have heard this thing, it's called post McDonald's clarity, where you just feel like shit after you eat McDonald's. I don't know, I always get that. I always feel like it's not even like in my head, it's just how my body responds to it, because of like the amount of excess fat and processed food it is. So I'm just like, yeah, every time I eat McDonald's, I always feel so good during it, and then afterwards I just feel horrible as shit. And I'm not even saying it's like in my head where I'm tough love or whatever, no, but it's just how the food is being, you know, processed in my body that makes it feel like, fuck, I could have done better. But it's okay. Of course, how you're gonna go through it afterwards is a whole different thing, and I'm not gonna touch that for now. So we have covered sleep, nutrition, and then now the third thing, I need you guys. This is very important, because even if you're sleeping good and you're eating a bit more intentionally, if you don't have this third one, you're out. Like, you can forget everything I say. Because boundaries, that is number 3. You have to set boundaries from the get-go. And how do you set boundaries? To who are you setting boundaries to? Set boundaries within yourself. This is the part where I am so eager to share with you guys, because a lot of times people say just be disciplined, you have to be disciplined, yeah. Fuck that shit. Okay, I want you guys to completely erase anyone that fucking tell you, not erase them from your life, but erase that phrase that you're hearing. Be disciplined, you have to be disciplined. Fuck that shit. It doesn't work like that. It's easy to say be disciplined, but people don't understand what it's like to be disciplined. What does it take to be disciplined? Now I'm gonna share it with you guys, okay? Because recently I was listening to a podcast. I forget which one, but if I remember, I will link it down below. And basically, this person said, it's not about being disciplined, because that is very vague, okay? You have to set up systems in order to be disciplined. Let's say you're someone that's always eating junk food. You always crave for a good Ben & Jerry ice cream at night. After dinner, you already had your dinner, and then you always want ice cream. So you go to your fridge and you have ice cream, so you fucking eat it. See, that is what I'm talking about. That is the system that needs a little bit of tweaking. If you already know that there is a pattern of you that always want to reach out for ice cream, and it is very accessible because you can always find it in your fridge, remove that system away. Stop buying ice creams. Stop filling up your fridge with ice cream. Instead, replace them with yogurt. Yogurt is good. I'm not really a dessert person, so honestly, I feel like this is gonna be a bit of a challenge for me to even come up with something quick. Dark chocolates. Yeah, I love dark chocolates when I'm on my period. So yeah, have yogurt, have dark chocolates, maybe have some fruits. And you know what? I actually have the best recipe for a yogurt bowl, a yogurt fruit bowl, that I kind of just mix it up around, but I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit more later on. But yeah, basically, I need you to tweak that system, because a lot of times it is not about being disciplined that is hard. It's actually building the system that supports being disciplined. You get what I mean, yes? Am I going too fast? I feel like you guys can catch up and rewind. But that's what I'm saying. So fuck being disciplined. Start building a system that helps you be disciplined. For me, an example. I had, at one point in my life, as a personal trainer, I was struggling to get up in the morning. I always snooze. And it was so bad that it actually just have a domino effect for my entire day when I'm at work. Because number one, I snooze too many times. I would put my alarm at 4 a.m. Okay? I will snooze for 1 hour. Do you know how bad it is? And my snooze, the re-snooze is 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, it will keep snoozing and snoozing and snoozing. And I did that for 1 hour, and it's so detrimental to my mental health at that point of time. At the same time, I was feeling so horrible when it was really time for me to get up and just get ready for work. What the fuck? I feel like I have no more energy in me to even go about my day. It was horrible, okay? So how I actually rewired this, build a system out for this issue, was I worked backwards. At in one day, I was like, you know what? I've had enough of this shit. This needs to change, because I don't want to keep going to work feeling like shit, feeling horrible, feeling awful. Because when I feel like shit, the productivity that I'm putting out is also fucking shit. You get what I mean? I'm not giving my 100% because I don't feel like my 100%. So what I did was I just lay down everything that required me to have a good night's sleep. The number one reason why I was even snoozing, the reason why I was even snoozing was because I am not getting enough sleep the night before. Why the fuck am I not getting enough sleep? That was when I realized I have this habit of just doom scrolling. I'll be in bed, but I'm just on my phone, just scrolling, and just oh wait, I have to do this. Oh wait, I have to do that. And then, it just keep piling up. And so I end up sleeping 2 hours later, when even though I was already in bed by 9. You get what I mean? And that was just horrible, because Just I'm already in bed, I should be sleeping, but no. So I had to overcome that, and I was like, okay, no phone 1 hour before bed. So that was what I did. And then I also re-engineered backwards again, and I said, okay, no phone. So before I have, like, since I have a 1 hour no phone policy for myself, what the fuck am I doing for that no phone? Because it's easier to say, oh, no phone, but when you are so programmed to doing the same thing over and over again, and knowing that it's actually bad for you and it's hurting you, it's starting to hurt you because of how bad it is, you have to feel that with something else. So what I did was 1 hour no phone, pick up a book, start reading, and that's what I did. So yeah, that 1 hour no phone pretty much helped. I was reading before I even put my 1 hour, before I even get into that 1 hour no phone zone. I set my alarm, of course, so I don't have to touch my phone again and like, okay, now I have to, because the moment I touch my phone again, just to set an alarm, there goes everything that we have worked for. So build a system that actually works for you. Build a system to support you in that change. Okay, and this is when you have to be really intentional and really sit with yourself and just look back. What is a pattern? Because there's always gonna be a pattern. If you tell me like, oh, you don't know, you're not thinking hard enough, and I need you to use your brain for a bit. Okay, trust me. If you don't have this, if you don't build discipline, like a system to help you feel. Let me rephrase that. I'm jumbling up my words again. If you don't build a system to support you being disciplined, then you will never be disciplined. The idea of being disciplined is to have a support system that actually works, that actually help you get there faster than delaying you. Okay? It's easier to be in a system that encourage you to get ice cream because it's right there. You need to remove access to it. The same thing as cutting off people that no longer deserve to be in your space because you have outgrown them. If you want to achieve greatness in life, you have to make the necessary changes to feel to be in that state. You get what I mean? You can't be mixing around with environment or people that doesn't want to grow with you. They don't have the same vision as you, babe. They want to be where they are at. They are happy where they're at, but you want to progress. If you want to progress, you have to eliminate the system that keeps you from progressing. Clear? Whew, let me drink some water because there was a lot of talking. So yeah, that is basically all that I have for you guys today. It's pretty short actually, but here comes the editing. So yeah, I'm so glad that you guys stick with me throughout. And I think I like this chapter better, this topic better, because it really gets me fired. Because this is coming from my own personal experience. And yeah, take what resonates with you. Oh my god, I sound like a tarot card reader now. Take it or leave it. I am here to hear it all. So, until next time.